Yo, what is up guys? Today we are ranking Mario characters on a tier list. For a 30k subscriber special, Caleb York ranked all of these Mario characters you see before you. However, his rankings were a bit controversial.
I never want to see this thing again. This is disgusting. I don't know what this is, but it's disgusting. I never want to see it again. But I'm sorry, I don't know who this is. I'm gonna have to put it in F.
So in response, Pancake Gaming made a ranking of his own.
I should make it, you know what, just give me a second. Daisy. Okay, so now there's a completely new tier for Daisy, because she is beyond trash.
And now I'm gonna be making a ranking. And Luigi 100, if you're watching this, you should also make a ranking. That'd be pretty cool. Now without further ado, let's get started. First we have the little Goomba fleas from Mario Bros. Wii. These were kind of annoying, so I'll put them in bad. Next we have that one Goomba from Mario Galaxy. I'll put them in mid. They're just a Goomba but worse. I prefer the regular Goomba over these guys. Metal Mario goes in good, but Bronze Peach, I don't really know if this is bronze. I don't even know what material this is, but they're going in bad. Next we have Ninjas, pretty cool. I like the Ninja level that was in Mario Wonder. I don't know what this thing is, it's going in awful. Then we have Princess Peach herself. She's going in peak because she's one of the classic Mario characters. And then this one mole, not Monty Mole, but he's like the wrench dude that's on the airships. He's kind of annoying to deal with, so I might put him in mid. Next we have Rosalina. She's going in peak. Mario Galaxy was like such a great game and had a great story, and Rosalina really added to that. Next we have Roy, probably one of the best Koopalings. I'll put him in good or great. He is really good, but I feel like there's better Koopalings I'm going to want to put in great, so I'll put him in good for now, but I might move him up later. Next, Shy Guy, instant peak. Shy Guy is just one of the best enemies. Shy Guy just has the drip, bro. Next we have Pom Pom. Her fight in 3D Land was good, but her fight in 3D World was bad, so I'm just going to put her in mid. Next we have this dude from 3D World, Motley Boss Blob. He was overall a pretty good boss, so I'm going to put him in good. Next we have Koopa Parachupas. They're going in great. These ones with the red shells are really good. They're really helpful for making Mario Maker levels because you can actually like jump on them and they actually fly. Unlike the green ones who just jump around and they don't actually fly with their wings. Next we have Sniff It. I guess he'll go in good. Snowpoke's honestly a really cool creative concept by Nintendo. I like how you can jump on them and they turn into snowballs. Next we have Spike. Spike's kind of annoying, but I feel like the desert levels wouldn't be complete without him. Next we have Purple Fish. I think they're going to go straight in awful. These guys were so annoying in Mario Wii in the underwater levels, and they were always at the end of the water levels too. I died to them so much. Next we have Spinies. These are another character that makes the desert. They're kinda good, but I might put them in mid. Spike Top also goes in mid, but Spike Tops are a little more creative, how they like crawl on the sides and bottoms of structures. Next we have whatever this is. It's like some like Elvis Presley Donkey Kong, which I'm pretty sure in this tier list there's a lot of cursed Donkey Kongs, like this one, and this one too. I don't even know what these Kongs are. They're like from Donkey Kong 64 or something. Why did I just get a Subway ad? All of these like weird Kongs from Donkey Kong 64 are kind of cursed, so I'm gonna create a whole new section just for them. But yeah, they're all going down here. The only Kongs that won't go in this section are like the OG, like Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie, those ones. Next we have Baby Yoshi. Not as good as regular Yoshi, but still really cool, especially the one that shoots bubbles in Mario U. Next we have Baby Peach, which similarly to Yoshi isn't as good as the original. I'm either going to put him in good or mid. I guess I'll put him in good for now. Next we have Thwomps. The castle levels would not be the same if it weren't for Thwomps. Thwomps are so good. Next we have, okay, this is going in the cursed Kongs. I don't know. Is that even a Kong? That looks like the one person from Crash Bandicoot. Toad is peak. Toadette is great. This thing's bad. Monty Mole. Okay, Monty Mole's like a pretty cool character, I guess. He'll go in good. Then we have these things. I think they were like in like these scary Mario Wii levels where you would be in the sky the whole time and it's so easy to fall off. I guess I'll put him in mid. Next we have this baby piranha from Mario Galaxy 2, but before we talk about that, we're going to talk about the goated original one. This was one of the best fights. In Galaxy 2, they just made a knockoff. So the original's going in great, but the knockoff's going in mid. Actually, it wasn't that bad. The knockoff's going in good, I guess, but the original was way better. Next, we have King Penguin. He's peak. He was such an iconic character in the Mario movie. Then we got Petey Piranha. He'll go in good, I guess. Then we have these Goombas with wings, which are kind of mid, because unlike the red Koopas, they don't actually fly. Next we have Black Boos. They're honestly really cool. They're part of the Bouldergeist boss fight from Mario Galaxy. Now we have the Micro Goomba from Mario Odyssey. Honestly, these are pretty cool Goombas. I wouldn't say they're as good as the original, but they're pretty good. Next we have Wario and Waluigi. Now, don't get mad, guys, but I don't think they're like S tier peak material. They're going down to great. They're great, but they're not like up here. I'm sorry, guys.
I never want to see this thing again. This is disgusting. I don't know what this is, but it's disgusting. I never want to see it again.
And then we have this baby Wario. And just Wario, but not as good. I think I might put it in mid. It's not as good as some of the other baby designs. Now we have the Thwomps, or not Thwomps, the Womps. I'll put the King in great and the regular one in good. Sorry, regular Womp, you don't go in great. Womp, Womp, get it? Wiggler is such an underrated one. Wiggler goes in great. He's just a cool enemy overall. Then this one, the Cursed Kongs. Piranhas are honestly great. The only game that they're annoying, but the only game they're that annoying in is the very like first pixelated like Mario game where they would come out of the pipes at the worst times, but they're still a pretty iconic enemy. They're going in great. Regular Yoshi is peak. This thing, I'm gonna put it in good, even though this thing was terrifying in Mario Wii. I do have some good memories of being terrified from this thing in those like mountain river levels. This thing from Galaxy was pretty fun. You would like play like some like volleyball thing with it to get to the King Caliente boss. This anglerfish is kind of mid. I don't even know what this is from, but its design could be better. Morton is probably one of the best Koopalings. Do I put him on the same level as Roy or in great? No, I'll put them both in great. Now we have the female aristocrat, which is just like a copy and paste of the regular one with more fireballs, so it's less creative. I guess I'll put it in good. Then we have that one annoying Mario Odyssey octopus boss. It was a pretty creative, but it wasn't like crazy. Then we have two more baby characters. I guess they'll both go in good. Actually, Donkey Kong can go in great. Now we have Pauline. Pauline's kind of overrated in my opinion, not that good. We'll put her in good, I guess. Then we got Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. These are like the only baby characters that are like actually like iconic, I feel like. Next we have Bonsai Bill. Bonsai Bill's pretty cool in Mario Maker 2, but in the actual games, they're barely in like any levels, so I guess they're kind of good. This thing was awful. This thing was really annoying in 3D Land and 3D World. Birdo's okay, I guess. I think I'll put him in mid. In the like second Mario game ever, where that like one boss fight with the eggs was kind of cool. Balooper is pretty cool. He's annoying, but also cool. I don't know what the difference between regular Bomb Bomb and red Bomb is, so I'm just gonna both put them in great. This next one, I had no clue what it is at first, I'm not gonna lie, but after closely looking at it, I can tell it's Fanta Manta from Mario Sunshine. That boss had such a banger boss music. It is honestly such an underrated boss. Was it hard? Yes, it was a hard and annoying fight, but it was also pretty cool, so I'm gonna put it in great. Winged Dry Bones, not as good as regular, but still pretty good. I'll put him in good. Peachette goes in awful. I wish they just made like a Princess Toadette rather than just making her look like Peach for no reason. Or they could have just made Toadette a regular character that uses the power-ups everyone else does. Next we have Wendy, probably one of the worst of the Koopalings, but not terrible because her boss fight's at least pretty creative. She has like rings instead of a wand, so I guess I'll put her in good. Pokey is pretty good as well. You know what, we're gonna move the Snow Pokey to great though, because I do think Snow Pokey's a lot better. Regular Boo is an iconic character, goes in great. Boom Boom goes in good. The Koopalings are like all better than Boom Boom, but Boom Boom's still decent. This rock guy from 3D World, he'll go in good. I feel like he was I think he was a bit too easy, to be honest. Next we have Bouldergeist. He's the boss that the black boos are from, and he's overall a cool boss fight. These like Sniffit looking dudes from Mario Galaxy, I think I'll put him in good, I guess. Bowser Jr., Peak. Bowser, Peak, I don't even need to explain why, just both amazing characters. Next, Little Boulder Dude, kinda mid. Bullet Bill is great, they're one of like the greatest enemies ever. Buzzy Beetle, okay, in the actual regular Mario games, Buzzy Beetle is kinda terrible. They don't have any like thing special about them. However, in Mario Maker, they are so useful for levels because of the Buzzy Beetle helmet. So for that reason, I'm going to put them in great. But if it weren't for Mario Maker, they would be in like down here probably. Next we have Cappy. Cappy's great, but not quite peak. Captain Toad's pretty overrated. I'm not even sure if I can put him in great. He's good, I guess. Captain Toadette 2. Most Galaxy 2 bosses I'm not familiar with because I never played Galaxy 2, but this boss specifically I know a lot about because there's this creepy thing hidden in the game actually in Shiverburn Galaxy. Just look up Shiverburn Galaxy creepy secrets or whatever if you want to find out more about it. But essentially in Galaxy 2, if you stop at like the canyon in Shiverburn Galaxy, there's these like creepy like shadow things that like look down at you and stuff. But so yeah, this is one of the only Galaxy 2 bosses I'm that familiar with, but I'll put it in good, I guess, because it's more creative than some of the other ones. The rest of the Galaxy 2 bosses are just like watered down versions of Galaxy 1. Next we have Chain Chomp. Chain Chomp goes in great. They're pretty cool, but also kind of annoying. Cheap Cheeps are kind of annoying, to be honest. I'm gonna put him in mid. This is just another Chain Chomp. I don't know if it's like from a different game or something. Maybe this is the Sunshine Chain Chomp. I don't know. I'm just gonna put it in good, I guess. The original will stay up here though. The penguins from Mario Wii are underrated. That's going in great. I have a lot of cool memories from those guys, even though they were kind of annoying. Cranky Kong goes in great as well. Master Hand though, he's not even really a Mario character. He's from Smash Bros. I don't know why he's on here. I guess I'll put him in good. Princess Daisy is probably the worst of like the main 3 princesses, so for that reason she's not gonna go in peak, but she's still pretty great. Diddy Kong is peak. Dixie Kong is great, but not quite peak. Donkey Kong Jr., we'll put him in bad because they're kind of irrelevant now because Diddy's like way better version of him. Donkey Kong himself, I guess we'll put in peak. Either peak or great. I'm not 100% sure. I was gonna put him in great, but honestly, I guess I'll put him in peak. Dry Bones, they might be peak actually. I might have to put them in peak. Dry Bones are just that good. Dry Bowser though is not as good, so I'm just gonna put Dry Bowser in like good, I guess. Dry Bowser's kind of overrated in my opinion. Next, we have that one disturbing Mario Sunshine boss. The boss itself was kind of cool, but the thing you're fighting was a bit weird. So I'll put it in mid, I guess. Next we have this thing. I don't really remember much about it, but I remember it was pretty annoying. So I'll put it in mid. Next we have the fire version of the Mario Galaxy boss. Not as good as the original, but arguably still a bit better than the baby version. So we'll put him at like near the top of a good tier. Next we have Gobblegut on fire. This boss is from Galaxy 2. I think it's like kinda cool, but a bit overrated. Regular Galaxy bosses are better. I'll put it in mid, and then I'm gonna get the original one. Alright, here's the original Gobblegut. They'll go one tier higher than the fire one. Next we have Dry Bones Fish. I'm gonna put them in bad. They're not that good. However, the Wiggler from Mario Party goes in great. They're a really cool character. Same with Propeller Shy Guys, but they're not quite as good as the original Shy Guys. I don't know what this guy is. I'm gonna put him in awful. He doesn't even look like a Mario character. He looks like he's from like some old animated show. But I guess old animated shows are pretty good. And whatever he is, it's still probably better than Peachette, so I'll move him up a tier. Funky Kong is really useful when you get like stuck on a level in Tropical Freeze. He's overall a blast to play as in that game, so I'm gonna put him in great. Galumba's kinda mid. Regular Goombas are a lot better. Same with Gold Mario. It's just a worse version of Metal Mario. I'm pretty sure you fight this guy like a bunch of times in Mario Sunshine or something, but he's kinda mid. Regular Goomba is great though. This enemy is another enemy like Buzzy Beetle that is going in great solely because of Mario Maker. This guy right here, Goombrat, he is super useful for making levels. He's like a Goomba, but he doesn't walk off the edge. So if you want to make a level and you want a Goomba like on a platform or something, the Goomba is just gonna walk off. But if you pick a Goombrat, they won't walk off. They're like the red Koopa of the Goombas. This Sunshine boss was pretty cool, so I'll put him in good. This eel is terrifying, going in awful. This guy, I don't remember much about him, but I know he's like a gear in some of the tower levels. I'm gonna put him in great, actually, because it gives me some like cool tower vibes. I wish we had a tower or fortress theme in Mario Maker 2 instead of only castles. The original Histocrat is going to in great. Iggy, also great. Now, is this regular Magic Koopa or is this Kamek? Because if it's regular Magic Koopa, I would probably put it in mid or good. But if it was Kamek, I would put him in great. I don't see regular Magic Koopa anywhere, so I'm just going to treat it like it's Kamek. So Kamek would go in great. The only difference between Magic Koopa and Kamek is that Kamek's like the main one that enchants Bowser, and then Magic Koopas just shoot like beams at you and stuff. Next we have Camella. Camella's a cool fight. I might put him in great. Then we have one of the cursed Kongs. For whatever reason, this one isn't as cursed as some of the others. So I'll put them in. No, I might just put them in mid, actually. They don't look nearly as cursed as some of these. Next, we have King Bill. He's pretty cool, I guess. So I'll put him in good. But, like, there's not much you can really do with him because of how big he is. So he's barely, like, in any of the games. King Babam is going in great. Or Babam. Or King Boo is also going in great. This dude, how did I forget this guy's name? Oh yeah, King K. Rool, he's also gonna go in great. King Caliente, another entry for great. This dude's good. His boss is fun, but his design's a little weird. This dude from Odyssey, he'll also go in good. No, actually, we're gonna move these up one. Koopa Troopa is peak. Classic Koopa Troopa is peak. Larry is great. Lemmy is great. Okay, the Mario Galaxy 2 Lumas aren't as iconic as Galaxy 1, so this one's good, I guess. And then this Galaxy 2 boss looks kind of mid. Ludwig, great. Luigi, peak. The Luma Mario is with in Galaxy, great. Luma Lee, Luma Bop, great. This mole guy is pretty annoying. He'll go in mid. Mario himself is obviously peak. I don't know why there's two master hands. Is this one just like the left hand? Or actually, no, this one looks like the left hand, while this one seems like the right hand. And I myself am a righty, so... Actually, I'm not going to put this one above the left hand. The left hand just looks cooler. Like, look at that image there. Like, the way the fingers are. But this one, just like the shot isn't as good. So, I'm going to put this one in mid. This eel, awful. All the eels are not good. Mecha Koopas are pretty underrated. They're pretty cool enemies on airships. I like how you can throw them at people. We'll put them in great, honestly. Dory is also great. Boomerang Bro, we'll also put them in great. Plessy is pretty great. The Queen Bee is good. Hammer Bro, classic Hammer Bro is great. Very annoying, but super iconic. Fire Bro's not as good. Fire Bro's probably the worst of the bros. And then Ice Bro's gonna go in great because of Mario Wii nostalgia from World 3. This guy's underrated. He's pretty cool because he's one of the only tower bosses in Mario U that isn't Boom Boom. Him and Kamek, I think. So he's gonna go in great. Sumo Bros, not as good as Hammer Bros, but still great. Lakitus I'll put in good because they're really annoying. And like I feel like they just, in gameplay terms, aren't designed as well. Like the actual care design's cool. I like how they lead Mario Kart and everything. But their like actual gameplay in the regular Mario games isn't that good. Like they just spam Spinies. And if you manage to get their cloud, you can fly past like half the level. So they're kind of broken. These guys, I would put in like maybe bad or awful because the enemies themselves are bad. But they're good when you capture them. They're good when you capture them. So I'll put them in mid instead of bad. Next, we have like the two penguins from Mario Galaxy. I'll put this one in good, and then this one also gets good. Then we have this boss from Galaxy 2. This is one of the few Galaxy 2 bosses that I actually find pretty creative. We'll move him and the one Prince dude from Shiverburn Galaxy up. Now we're down to the final four. We have the Shiveria leader. He's a little mid, and then the Shiverian racer we'll put in good. Next we have Charge and Chuck. I'm gonna put him in great. And then finally, Toadsworth. I know a lot of people love Toadsworth, but he's not quite the peak, I feel like. I'm putting him in great. And now we have the full tier list. I'll put a link to the tier list in the description. Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful day.